What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 76 of my Total War Warhammer 2 Gor-Rok / Itza campaign. So as we saw last time, the conquest of Ulthuan continues, and I think it's going pretty darn swell with, I think, at least half or a little bit over half of the island in our possession. Of course, it is not really just about Ulthuan, it's more about destroying the enemies before they can complete their rituals. Don't know about whether we can hit up Nagaron itself before that time, but we sure as heck will try. We are heading Mazdamundi and Tehenwan and another army up here to deal with this. Hopefully we'll be able to. So we left off trying to figure out whether we should attack these guys or not, and I think the plan that I came up with at the very end might be the best one. Now we could risk it. We could risk trying to send Nakai's army into this and facing some damn tough monsters. I mean, they will probably rout decently quickly.
What is this foolishness?
Because their vigor is, their vigor problems would make them a lot weaker, but it's not like Nakai's army is all that tough in the first place, and they do have artillery and a bunch of monsters, and the thing is, if we aren't able to destroy them, Nakai can't really catch them here. That's the problem. Oh, but what if they hit, like, Venom Glade instead? They can move really far. I mean, obviously, that's because March Stance, at least partially. But they can move really far. We might just straight up risk it. I mean, Morathi isn't really a threat to anybody, but she's also right here. And we might be able to just destroy her army with basically no casualties. I mean, she might cast some crazy magic, but if we could destroy her army and then proceed to destroy both of these armies at once, that would be ideal. I don't know if it's possible, but it would be ideal. Alright, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna block you. It's 100%. So, yeah. Now, the question is, do we block the second army here? Or do we block Morathi? The second army? Oh, it'll still probably be able to get past... You know what? One is enough for now. Let's block Morathi because I feel like as soon as Nakai hit... Oh, wait. Since she's in March stance, can she even get away? I think she just gets attacked here. Alright, let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. This won't need to be a cinematic battle because these guys are pretty... That's a pretty weak army. And I don't think there's any rights we can cast right now, and I don't think anyone is currently going, is it? Oh, the Rite of Resilience is still going. Oh, we need to make use of that. You know what, Nakai? If the Rite of Resilience is up right now, it's probably the best time for you to try to dole out the hurt. Alright, do it. Do we need to fight this? Do we really need to fight a giant pile of spearmen? Is this a waste of time? The thing is, we'll probably take more damage if we auto-resolve it. You know what, let's just fight this real quick. I know it's kind of pointless, but let's just fight it to minimize casualties before we... Oh! Are they really going to just have a giant pile of spears blocking this? Okay. Good luck with that. We do have a caster. Oh, a nice comment of Cassandora, and that's gonna be some tasty, tasty elf death. Okay. We're gonna need to head down there ASAP, so let's get you guys right here. Well, I suppose it'll depend on whether the enemy actually decides to move or not. If they don't move, we can take our leisurely time getting there. But if they do move, we will have to book it. Let's see, you guys, as always, going to be Group 2. We will have Nakai and his favorite Soroskar in the lead here. We have you guys over here. You, Flyer. Oh, no, you're in you're one of these. Alright, well, fine then. You guys can be monsters, and I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's just see what this does. And will they move? They will not. Oh, you fools. You poor fools. This is not the way you should have done this. You should have tried to surround us, tried to allow Morathi to get some casts in. Now we're just gonna bottle you up right here and just murder you all. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. Let's see. Let's get you guys forward right here. Now, the question is, which monsters do we send in? Oh, we even have... You're on an engine of the gods on top of it. Oh, you guys are gonna get hurt. It's gonna be glorious. Alright, let's speed it up while we get into position, shall we? no range units need to be in range because we don't want to piss them off until we actually get there ready to kill those poor fools. So yeah, you guys keep moving up, keep moving up. A little bit closer like so. And maybe we send Nakai and the Lord in first? Although we need to... Nah, maybe we send them in... We wait for Marathi to land and just send them to kill her. That might be a better option. Alrighty, let's get group 2. Let's see, are you guys almost in range? Not really. In fact, let's set you guys up like right here. Get group 2 going right there. And you, get in there. Get in there. We're going to need to cast this right in the middle of them. Alright, they're casting their own nonsense. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Right there. This is going to be beautiful. Alrighty, if that's in there, that should hurt him. Yeah, go Chain Lightning. Alrighty, and bottle him up, please. In fact, group 2, don't lock. Just... Huh, wait, what are they doing? It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. You guys attack this. You guys go over here on this little hill, and you guys go over here on this little hill as well. Monsters get in there. Try to minimize damage, everybody. What are you doing? Hey, you guys are able to fire... What the bloody... Idiots. I don't know what the hell they're doing there. What I do know is that we have a bunch of powerful abilities. Ooh, Doombolt getting in there. Okay, Temple Guard, you might get a little bit beat up. In fact, let's buff you up so that you don't get hurt too much. Let's get Arnsbow's Black Horror. Let's get it going right through this giant blob right there. Marathi, are you ready to land? No, she's still just hanging out in the air, and I would like you guys to actually fire at something. Thank you. You guys are too far? Damn. A little bit too far. Alright. Alright, that unit's getting wrecked. Okay, we need to be real careful about you guys not killing more of our own units than enemy units. You, buff everybody up, and do this and that, and then you buff everybody up. I mean, they're just spearmen. Nobody better die here. Let's get this going right through the middle of their spears, and they should all rout very, very quickly. There it is, and here comes some death. There we go, Engine of the Gods right through them. Oh, that seemed to have hurt our Temple Guard a little bit, my bad. My bad, you guys, group up and attack. Yeah, we definitely took a little bit of damage on our Temple Guard. You, surround and kill Marathi, please. And the monsters, you can do the same. You, Mr. Caster, get some casts right there. There we go, that should be it. That should be it. And now we can... I took a little bit more damage than I was expecting, to be honest. But it's all good. It is all good. Let's see if we can't destroy that second army, even though it's going to be a lot tougher. Do we need to chase these guys? I'm not even sure that we can chase them. Maybe we can get one more cast off right... Hey. Right there. Get one more cast in, and you guys just get away. You're not going to catch him. I mean, you might, but you're not going to catch him enough for it to be worthwhile to continue this. There we go. That's another free attack, and as soon as it moves away and kills the rest of these guys by exploding them with lightning, and good enough. And good enough. Tiny bit of damage, but nothing to really be concerned with. It's the next battle that we're going to have to be concerned with. 658 kills on you, though. Well done, mister. Let's see. Obviously, kill and eat everybody. Get as close to full HP as possible. Marathi is now dead. Beautiful. I believe you've defeated her before, Nakai, so you're not going to get any buffs out of that. Sorry, fella. You could block one of these armies as well, or you could block Malekith and prevent him from attacking Nakai next turn. I don't think there's any need to, but the question is, what if there's another army, like, right here that we just can't see? Because if there is, two might be able to take Nakai out after this. But I think we have to do this. I mean, are we ever going to get a better opportunity than two full armies in march stance? This will basically break the power of the Dark Elves here, at least until Mazda and co arrive, and that'll be real swell. That'll be real swell, let's do it. It'll be worth it even at the loss of some of these units, I think, I hope, I pray. Let us change to... Oh, you can't change to Astromancy. I would really have liked to use Vanguard deploy against this army just because it has, just because they have artillery. But it's fine. Do it. Go. Alrighty, looks like an even battle. Looks like a little bit in their favor, actually. Not surprising. I mean, if these armies were together and not in march stance, I'd be a lot more worried. And they do have Shadows of Anlug, which could hurt our units very, very badly. Now, this will have to be a cinematic battle, so let's make it so. Let's enjoy it. Alrighty, a pretty big opponent by the looks of it. Oh, look at these Druki tents. Ain't they pretty? Ain't they pretty? They certainly go all out to make their tents look nice. Anyway, the enemy has a lot of elite units, a fair few monsters, some manticores, a bunch of executioners, and Black Guard. They have a Charybdis, a War Hydra, a Black Dragon, pair of Lords, a bunch of Warlocks, a bunch of Blood Drag Shrines, I think at least 2. Plus we have a bunch of what? We have some range units here, we have another Sorceress, they have a... oh, they have the Repeater... the Ray of the Raven Hairs and all that sort of jazz. Now, so, because of the way that they are set up, I have decided that I'm going to be careful here, not just rush in with our giant pile of units, because that might be a recipe for getting surrounded. As long as the enemy units are stretched out alone somewhere, like on the edges of their armies here, we can definitely make use of that. So, these units here, these are all fair game for our pile of monsters, our 2 Dread Saurian buddies. Oh, look at them. Look at them moving in concert, rather. Ain't they adorable? Ain't they adorable? Plus, we have Nakai himself, and we have our Source Scarvet over here. The Chameleon Skinks can shield their approach as they go and start killing all these damn units. Cold One Dread Knights, looks like you're going to be first on the menu, and I do mean menu, because... a few hits from those Dread Saurians and you're already at half HP. Very, very quick. But while I do sometimes complain about how quickly some units drop, this does make sense. A fairly small formation of knights getting hit by a couple of Dread Saurians, like, what did you expect would happen? Now, they do have a Charybdis over here, which is an anti-large unit and is somewhat threatening to these guys, but, you know, not when they're all together. Not when they're all together like that. Immediate couple bites get it down to nearly half HP already. This thing is dropping. This thing is dropping. Plus, we do have a nice cast of the... of Chain Lightning. I was hoping to get more of these units. I cast it right here because Nakai is basically out here alone, holding back a War Hydra as well as a full unit of Blackguard and Nagaron. The Chain Lightning didn't do too much, but it did enough. Now, we do have our main army over here, which I have decided to basically stand still and wait for the main enemy army to go. They are doing casts with their Doomfire Warlocks on these units, as well as getting the Doomfire Warlocks to actually attack them, but it's not a good idea. That is just not a good idea, though. Doomfire Warlocks, while they do have... I mean, they have pretty decent stats. They have a lot of physical resistance and all that sort of stuff, but they're still light cavalry. They are still light cavalry, great for harassing, not good for running into Blessed Temple Guard and KROXIGORS. Like, that... Bad idea. Bad idea. And of course, we do have a bit of a range fight going on here. The enemy Dark Shards are sitting here trying to pelt our Temple Guard and our Croxies, but the Salamanders, one of my favorite units. Not so much because it's incredibly effective, but because it's just really cool. I love the way they're... I love the effect. It just feels really good the way they fire for some reason. I'm sure some of you guys know what I'm talking about. And of course, these fellas are helping out. I've started... The Razor Dawns, or at least the Regiment of Renown of Razor Dawns, have grown on me. They did a lot of damage, or they will do a lot of damage to this Black Dragon that comes up, because I've learned that single targeting units with them does a fair bit. So using them as sort of elite snipers, I think, is preferable. There we go. One volley, maybe 10% HP on that Black Dragon. Not amazing, but not bad. Nakai is still fighting out here, and the enemies are trying to drop their magic on the Lords here, but yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. The enemy War Shrine has been seen off, or the The Blood Rack Shrine has been seen out, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Most of this, to be honest, is, and now we have a straight-up elite-on-elite classic fight. Temple Guard versus Black Guard of Nagaron. But I do believe that this is the Regiment of Renown. No, it's not even the Regiment of Renown. Oh, okay, well, this is just a straight-up fight. Of course, these guys get a little bit damaged, and they are surrounded. And we do have support in the form of our Chameleon Skinks, so these guys get overwhelmed quite quickly. Now, the Black Dragon... No, this is a Manticore. No, it is the Black Dragon. It has landed with a little bit of less than half HP, trying to take out Nakai, but between the Temple Guard surrounding it with their anti-large and the Razordons firing into its face, it gets wrecked quite quickly, and I do immediately move back to Razordons because we do have a unit of Corsairs coming in, not that they're a threat. And the line still holding right here. Now, these guys have charged the flank here. Once again, the Doomfire Warlocks trying to go to work, but we don't really have any units that are really vulnerable to them. If this was a player, they probably would have sent the Doomfire Warlocks around to kill the Chameleon Skinks and possibly the Umbral Tide over here, the Salamander Hunting Pack, as well as the Razordons that just finished off that Black Dragon. Sorry, buddy. Rest now. You have somewhat earned it by dying to Nakai. And let's see what we have here in the middle of the trees. The Dread Saurians are going to work. Of course, they are debuffed, being large units in the trees, but the enemies aren't getting a... they're not given a great account for themselves. Of course, the giant units are in amongst both the range and the melee units at the same time, preventing some range units from firing, but more importantly, just killing everything in sight. There we go, and of course the enemy monsters will suffer the same kind of malice that we suffer in the fighting in the forests, and frankly, our monsters are better than them. I mean, if they had brought more Charybdises or more Black Dragons, this might have been more of a threat, but the Dread Saurians, when they're supported by all the anti-large we have, they're really not a problem. Really not a problem. I believe there's a small unit of Black Guard here remaining that the Chameleon Skinks just took care of. I did send them to originally take them out as they were routing, but they did come back, but still got killed. So I'm pretty happy with that. Of course, the enemy is now into Murderous Prowess, but it's not really helping them that much, and the center line here has actually cleared, no longer needing to hold the line because a lot of the enemies have fallen. The main fight remaining is in the trees, and that fight is just about over. The enemies are running, their monsters are running up the field, and half of them are dead. So Nakai has definitely proven his worth. He has stood strong against several big enemy units and elites that have tried to kill him. Of course, their vigor was hurt, so they couldn't, they just plain couldn't deal with him. Very well done, Nakai, and there we are. The entire enemy force routes. We do have a lot of terrifying units as well, so, yeah, I don't even know whether the enemy lord died or not, because I don't know what the heck happened to it. I know it was in the middle of this fight at some point. Oh, there it is. There it is. It does seem to have survived. I probably could have ended this battle a little bit earlier by trying to kill the two sorceresses, because they are on foot, or at least this one is, which means that we could have easily killed them, and then the entire army would have routed. Yeah, Nakai, you're too slow on that one, but it's all good. It's all good. Just going to kill a few extra units, because I don't remember whether the enemy will die or whether they'll run away slightly, but they are in march stance, so I believe they'll all be dead. One will definitely be dead because it's in march and block, but I suppose we're going to find out in a couple of seconds. There we are. There we are. A really fun fight for Nakai. I wasn't... I was on the fence about fighting this, but it worked out quite swell. Ooh, a heroic victory, well earned, a beautiful forest battle, and a beautiful win for the king of the KROXIGORS. Now, two armies basically devastated, we are going to have to clean them up, but damn, I did not expect to win this as hard as we won it, especially considering the fact that we allowed them to fight us in the forest, and that does mean a considerable debuff to the large units trying to fight through those trees, whereas the smaller infantry units do not suffer as severe a buff or a debuff. Damn, good job, Nakai. I am sorry I ever doubted you. Let's heal up, and we got a 10% heal on top of that. That's pretty damn nice. That is pretty damn nice. So one army down. Oh, they both get deleted because they were in march stance. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Nakai Taneska killed in battle, and Ferretulios killed in battle. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Now, Nakai, what can you do here? You could move back right into your own territory, or you could ambush right here. Now, there was a good case to be made for both options. If we ambush here, Malekith probably won't know where we are, and we'll probably head out here to die. On the other hand, his army is not a threat, therefore maybe it doesn't really matter what we do. And if we head back and heal to full, we will be able to attack these places as soon as we damn well feel like it, so maybe that is the better option. Yeah, you know what? Let's heal you up after this, Nakai. You earned a little R&R, I suppose. I really wish we could have ambushed as well, though, with you. That would have made it absolutely perfect, but it's fine. It's fine. We have other things to do, and those include you know what? Let's block Malekith, then. And you succeeded. Well done, Mr. Eerie Eggum. Well done. Let's see. Let's get you the Curse of Adra here, not because it helps us, but just because. I guess you're going to keep damaging walls. I guess we'll take the Circle of Destruction next. Should be relatively easy, I would think. I shouldn't jinx myself, but nonetheless. Alrighty, I believe that's everything that needs to be done this turn, actually, other than the buildings that need to be built, so we can freely end this. Yes? Alrighty, let's see. I mean, only 17 turns till the end of the campaign. It's about to be 16 turns. Let's just double check there aren't any buildings to build. I want to check the new territories because there's generally stuff to build here. You're a little bit too far from stuff, so I don't really care about that. Or well, you know what? I don't want to lose Sartosa. Let's get a bigger walls up here. Get a bigger walls up there, and I think that's good. I do think that's good. Let's end this turn, and let's continue conquering both the High and Dark Elves. How are you doing, by the way, mister? You're still broken. This faction's still broken. It still can't build armies. I actually have no idea how it has so many territories. It's kind of weird. They're welcome to them. I really don't care about these red territories. They don't really offer us anything. The only reason I'm attacking the Dark Elves is because A, we have to, and B, they're trying to pop their ritual. So if Nakai keeps doing stuff at this rate, he'll very likely make it to Nagaron, maybe even with Tehanuan's support, because Tehanuan should get there fairly quickly as soon as he's taken care of Lokir Felhard, although this will be this'll be a tough fight. I'm not even sure that he can win this. I mean, Tehanuan has won the fights against the Bloodrack Shrines before, but he's really not designed to fight this. This could be horrific. Damn, Lokir has a really nice arm. Anyway, let's end the turn. Let us end the turn, and we'll even complete a technology. How are we doing? We just have 5 left. It's about to be 4. I don't think I've ever completed the full tech tree for lizards. So that's nice. That's nice. Alright, let's end the turn. Ironically, I'm thinking that this campaign, despite the fact that it's Vortex, is actually lasting longer than a tip. Oh, I did not realize you were alive here. Oh. I forgot about you. Damn it. That's annoying. We'll have to send Gor-Rok down to deal with you again. I was hoping that you would kill him, but apparently you're not going to do anything. You're going to go down here, but you're not going to be close enough. Oh, and what are you doing? Why are you useless? Alright, you're going to actually siege Bleakhold Fortress. That's not a good idea, friendo. That's not a good idea. Wait, did you just try to siege it and then break off your siege immediately when you realized that it wasn't going to work out? Okay, that's interesting. Interesting. You're going to attack this again. We are going to fight the... Oh, damn it. I mean... Because the last battle was a cinematic battle, we can't really fight this. But I kind of want to, just to do a little bit of extra damage to this army. We could just let it die. Just let it die. Screw it. Screw it. It's a waste of time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're going to take that anyway. This army's too weak. And there we are into our next turn. There is the 2 settlements raised, but they're garbage settlements that we don't really care about. You are unfortunately going to be close enough to Hag Hall to attack it next turn, I believe. This was probably pointless to upgrade it, but I am doing that anyway. You try to block Lokir Felhard yet again. 94% chance. Do it, do it, do it. You failed on a 6% chance. You failed on a freaking 6% chance. You've got to be kidding me. That's pathetic. That is pathetic. 66% chance on you. Double failure. Well, now Lokir is basically free to take anything he wants. Come on, guys. That's just sad. Alright, well, head out to Bleakhold Fortress. He won't be taking that, that's for sure. Let's see. And I think we're actually going to call it here. There's a lot of stuff to do now. A lot of characters to move. Nakai is free to actually do anything he wants. Oh, we could send him out to Hag Hall. Or we could just take Circle of Destruction or Hotex Column. I mean, if we were to attack Hotex Column, it would take Malekith off the field completely. Might be a decent option. Might be a decent option. It's not like, I mean, he's the only reason that we wouldn't be attacking anything else, and not because this army is any kind of threat, just because he could just strike out at something we take and retake it. That would be more annoying. Anyway, we'll deal with all that stuff next time, and with 16 turns remaining, we are certainly getting there. 11 turns only until Nagaron has completed its final ritual, however. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Not that it's a major threat, but nonetheless, it's something to be aware of. You two should be able to destroy Tor Elir next turn. This will probably be an auto-resolve. I don't really see this being an issue, especially for both of you. And over here, I think we're going to bypass Torfanu just to hit up Shadow Peak. Oh, we could just go straight for Torsar War, and then circle back around for Shadow Peak and Torfanu. If they're not going to be any kind of threat, and they're not really defended. Shadow Peak does not even have walls. And, aha, what did you do? Alariel, you went back to Misnar because you realized Gor-Rok is coming for you. That's adorable. That is adorable, but, oh, man. We can't leave Alistar out here. And what the hell are you doing? And your army is just too weak. I mean... Oh, you won't even confederate? We're the #1 strength rank. We could kill you like nothing. You are nothing, Spirit of the Jungle. Man, I really don't want to keep Gor-Rok around here. And I don't want to send him out here to... Oh. You know what? If Alistar moves up here, then we'll come back, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure I care enough about this, but that's something we'll deal with next time. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. If you have a second, please do take it to leave a like and or a comment to support the channel. It really, really does help. As always, all glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching. You had to fail again.